the way we are being governed, the way we are being made to believe that things will get better, that patient that we always been asked to be, to hope that things will get better, for decades. And the more we hope, the worse things get. And there's no end to that. So basically today we'll be talking about an ethnic group in Nigeria that has really, since 1960, has been in charge of Nigeria. In short, they have this maxim that they were born to rule. Basically, if you are born to rule, it implies that others are born to be enslaved, because the term born to rule is not democratic. It's like authoritarian ideology, that you are born to rule. So every other person is there to serve you, to be subservient to you. So we are basically at your beck and call. So, and with the advent of democracy in Nigeria since 1999, and information, or let me put it this way, the internet revolution, has now made it possible for people to question some of these things that we've been lied to for decades about the northern part of Nigeria, or the Arewas, that consistently has maintained that they were born to rule and others are meant to serve them, despite the fact that the region that lays the golden egg that helped to sustain Nigeria is from the east. But what they did was to systematically push away the east and take away their wealth to feed on, basically they are the one in charge of everything about the wealth of Nigeria. The oil wells in the south. Is there anything like south? Or probably the oil well in the old eastern region. That's what they're using to sustain Nigeria. And they have been there for like decades. So today is now becoming more and more challenging since the inception of democracy, that basically we are now allowed to choose who will govern us. Okay, though not really, we are yet to be there, but it's now becoming a challenge to these northern oligarchies, because they don't have full grasp of everything about Nigeria. They are now, trying all manner of means to make sure that they retain power by all means. And it's becoming more and more exciting as we are, watch how they have been doing that since 1999, from Obasanjo to Goodluck Jonathan, and now to Tinubu. So it's been like at every point in time they'll be busy fighting any southerner, or not only southern, any Christian at all that is in power. During Obasanjo regime, it was all about Sharia, from Zamfara to Sokoto, all those northern states, they started establishing Sharia. Political Sharia and generations of it, because what they were doing was just to scuttle the Obasanjo's administration. It didn't work. Okay, they couldn't succeed. They used Atiku to fight Obasanjo, and Obasanjo being a military man and with the support of the incumbent power, he was able to maneuver and get his 8 years in power done. So, and another person was Goodluck Jonathan. Goodluck Jonathan was also, they also fought him, very, very fiercely, I must confess to you. And at the end of the day, he gave up. Yeah, he gave up, because they used intimidation, no manner of stuff, and the man couldn't withstand the whole stuff. And it has always been like that. They thought about their candidates. They sold Buhari to every one of us. I have read the history of the man. I know where he's coming from. I know what he can do. And, such a man can never lead a nation. A multi-ethnic nation like Nigeria, a nation where you have a different religion, different ethnic group coexisting together. You cannot have a religious bigot as a leader, because at the end of the day, he will always promote his own religion, his own ethnic group as more superior to every other one. And that was what he did in his appointment, in his engagement, in his his building infrastructure. It was basically about the north, and not only the north, it was even the core north, to the extent that what he did was to build a rail, or was, they started it, I don't know how far they have gone, to build a rail connecting Nigeria to Maradi in Niger Republic. Niger is not part of Nigeria. We don't have enough railway system. So the eastern flank of Nigeria, from Port Harcourt to Aba, from Aba to Enugu, Makode, all the way to Borno, that's the eastern flank of Nigeria, are still using single gauge railway, okay, unlike the west, from Lagos all the way to Kano, all the way to Kaduna, Kano, you know, up the way. And the man was busy building a railway line to Maradi. And Maradi is where his dad came from, as I was told. So basically, he's prioritizing, you know, connecting Niger Republic to Nigeria than getting Nigerians who are the taxpayers who are sustaining the country. The eastern flank of Nigeria is where the oil is, and the man doesn't even care about building that. So that goes to show you the type of leadership that we have in Nigeria. Okay, such a miserable system, and he can do it and nothing will happen. People will look. That was what Amechi was saying, that we have a docile citizenship. Okay, very, very docile, very, very docile. So the president can do and don't do, and nothing will happen. And over time, I have gotten to know that our citizens doesn't even care about how they were governed. Okay, so basically what we are saying is that there must be accountability. We must continue to expose all those that misgovernance. Okay, make it very clear so that it will be on record, so that at the end of the day, everybody will know that they were there, but they turned out to be a big time failure. You know, as you all know, Buhari is a byword for failure, super failure. And I guess he must be ashamed of himself at the end of the day, because he did nothing. He came in there and at the end of the day, nothing happened. He left Nigeria worse than he met Nigeria.